Hey Kingdom, this is where you build on your tanks wrong in Baldur's Gate 3. And honestly, I just see it everywhere. Everyone trying to build tanks with high armor class. And you need to stop. Because getting high armor class is the worst way to build your tank in Baldur's Gate 3. That's because armor class is not blocking any damage, it gives you more chance to evade damage. And what's happening when you got highest armor class in the party? Enemies will start to attack your party members. So instead, today we will focus on health and ability to sustain it. And by the end you will get a character who can really tank damage in Act 3 and do it even solo. Therefore, let's begin with picking the right race. So, for building best tank, we want to start as Dwarf, especially as Gold Dwarf, who got additional HP per level. Starting class will be Barbarian, and that's our ability distribution. We want to focus on Constitution as tanky Barbarian, 14 Dexterity for Initiative and a little bit of Armor class, 6 in Strength to be able to attack enemies and land a hit, and also a little bit of Wisdom for protection against mind spells. In no time you will finish tutorial level and arrive at the beach, and that's where you will be already level 2, so our early leveling is extremely simple and we just get one more level in Barbarian. But technically you will become tanky Barbarian from level 3, so you need to explore a little bit and level up one more time. And on level 3 you need to pick Animal Heart subclass for Barbarian with Bear Heart. We already have almost 40 HP at this level. That's crazy how insanely powerful Golden Dwarf and Barbarian combination is. But now let's see how we will perform in a fight. Basically, you start a fight by using your bonus action and popping your rage. So, it will be Bear Heart Rage, and what is so cool, you will get resistance to every damage type, but not to Psychic. Also, we will have 15 armor class without any gear, so sometimes enemies will miss us, but even if they hit, technically we will take only half damage, so it makes us insanely tanky, because we technically have not 40 but 80 health points at level 3, that's just crazy. And if we consider enemies will miss around 25% of the time, we have 100 HP right now. And at the same time, Barbarians is really powerful, because they wielding two-handed big axes. And coolest part, we got this reckless attack function, so we can use it to have advantage on hits. This gives us insanely good chances to hit our enemies. And also there's another skill from Bearheart Barbarian. Basically, when you got hit multiple times in a row, you got this awesome skill that gives you ability to heal yourself like fighter, but for a more amount. So on the turn, after you take a beating, just pop the staff and heal yourself around 10 HP, then pop the potion, and you will get all HP back on the next turn, and you can take one more beating round easily. And that's, in my opinion, how real tanks should work in Baldur's Gate 3, not evade attacks, but to actually tank the damage and do some damage. But that's only level 3, so let's level up a little bit more. On level 4 you will be able to pick Feat as Barbarian, and if you want to inflict more damage, go with Great Weapon Master. If you want to be more tanky and wear a two-handed weapon, go with Sentinel. It's extremely good feat to protect your teammates and be actual front lane tank. But I recommend to going into this teleport location and finding your way up the cliff. Basically, you're looking for this gnoll leader, and this leader will approach you, will ask some stuff, and you can actually become friends with she. But anyway, you want to destroy her after this fight, so she will drop this flint flail. It's an extremely powerful item, and that's where you want to actually pick dual wielder feat to wield this item effectively. Why? Mainly because it's not light weapon and you want to dual wield it. This will slightly increase our armor class, therefore increasing our effective HP. But also the shattered flail will regenerate your HP when you hit enemies. But your character can become mad if you can't continue hitting any enemy. Thanks for reckless attack, we got really high chances to hit enemy, but also with dual wielding we will be able to hit enemies with our offhand with bonus action, therefore increasing our chances not to become mad. And that's why at level 5 we pick in one more level in Barbarian to get extra attack, so we can do 3 attacks in one turn by doing this build. So, in the start of the battle, just pop your Bear Heart Rage and get ready to destroy your enemies. And we got additional weapon skills like Crushing Strike that can stun enemies, but most importantly we heal ourselves on each attack. And just look what this tank can do. We're taking beating from 5 enemies, and also there will be a lot of critical strikes right now, because they're attacking a lot more than normal, like level 4 enemies. And that's insanely insane, but we're still alive. That's how this build works. Basically, we're just below our half health points. And now from level 5 just do 2 attacks with your main hand, and then we can pop a potion with our bonus action, or if we missed our attacks we can use bonus action to attack with offhand. But again, after taking a beating, we're back to almost full health. That's crazy how much health we got right now as this Barbarian. But let's become even more broken, and to do it we need to go to the mountain pass. So right behind this dragon there is entrance to mountain pass, and what you're looking over here is this trader, Lady Esther. She's selling a bunch of stuff. First of all, there's really nice and cool armor that will increase our dexterity and therefore a little bit of our armor class. But most importantly, this amulet that will maximize every healing you make or take. So, what's the deal over here? Instead of rolling 1d6 when you're trying to heal yourself with this flail, we will always regenerate 6 health maximum. When we're healing, we always will regenerate 12 health. When we're drinking potion, again, it will be maximum efficiency. So basically we're restoring more than half health each turn, and it's just impossible to have damage to go through this tank. Still, on level 6 I like to take 1 level in Fighter. Fighter will give proficiency in all weapons, armors, but most importantly we can pick fighting style to weapon fighting. So our offhand weapon will deal some damage now. And I don't know, have you noticed, but we got 140 effective health right now. Or even more if we eat Hawk's hair to bump up our constitution to 18. Anyway, there's few items you want to take before entering Act 2. So first one will be in Myconid Colony. You want to go and find Tula, make her quest and take her boots. Yeah, there's another ways how you can do it. You can just steal this lady to any location by picking her up and teleporting with her. And there we are. We are here with Tula and we can take her boots by brute force as real brute barbarian. So this boots is really important, but what is more important, to be stylish. So today I'm using light blue dye and dyeing my armor and my boots into this color, looking amazing, honestly. And what is the purpose of these boots? They're giving us more movement speed by having an ability to use dash as bonus action. Right now for us technically there is no point in it, but later we will use it to run around the battlefield and take opportunity attacks from our enemies. Right now, after taking damage from 7 enemies, I'm losing not more than 15% health, and just with few hits with our flail, we get into the full health instantly. That's insane, and we are ready to go into next act. But before we go into Act 2, I want to remind you, when you drop in your torch on the ground, you can dip with 1 bonus action 2 weapons at the same time, and the next round you will be able to attack with bonus fire damage. So this tank can also do pretty nice chunk of damage to enemies. But we are ready to go straight into Act number 2, into Shadow Cursed Lands. That's where we will become completely broken. Funniest part, when you enter this act there will be a lot of pretty basic enemies like goblins, and you will already be pretty high level. So on next level you want to pick Stallion Animal Aspect, which gives bonus hit points when we use dash action. On level 8 pick 1 more level in Barbarian. So right now make sure to understand this stuff. This bonus click heals action is not a dash from your really cool boots. So when you're using this dash won't give you any additional hit points. But you can use dash outside of the combat and therefore get pretty free additional hit points, which is insane because with our bare heart it's basically doubled hit points. Therefore, getting more than 200 effective health when we arrive into the Act 2. That's crazy. And right now let's talk about gear you need in Act 2. First of all, in Myconid Colony there is caustic band sold by the trader Dated Bone Cloak. This ring will be really important for our build, so make sure to get it in Act 1.5. And basically it's adding a little bit of damage when we are attacking with our weapons. Then in Act 2, from Daemon in Last Light Inn, make sure to buy this sword, so when you crit with it, it will restore you temporary hit points. To get next a really important item, we need to fight a little bit. From the teleport to Moonrise Towers, turn back and turn to the left. And you need to go right into this tavern. So in this tavern there's a big boss, so you need to find a way how to fight him or go straight past him into this door. You need to lockpick it or take the key from the boss, and when you did it, there will be a chest on the right cliff over here. Again, you need to lockpick the chest, and you will get this really nice and cool item. Icarus Gloves that will inflict noxious fumes when you deal acid damage. And we deal an acid damage with our caustic band. For next item, you want to find House of Healing, but don't go directly into it. Go to the left side and find a way to House of Healing Morgue. That's where we want to go. Again, prepare for a little bit of fighting in here, because you need to go inside, and there will be a lot of zombies in there, but go, open the door, and go to the right side. There's another door that you need to open, or find a way how to open it, and then when you will be inside, there will be a big noxious pit. But don't go into the pit, go on the cliff to the left side, there will be a chest, open this chest, and you will find insanely insane items that will basically finish our build. So, this item is Cloak. This Flesh Melter Cloak is just insane. When enemy hits you, they will take damage. And in reality, this build is so broken that you will easily go from Act 2 into Act 3. So, what's so broken in this build? Let me show you. It's just insane how powerful we are right now. The fight will start as always just by popping your rage, but right now we get this acid damage from our ring, and additional damage if our enemy is eliminated by a light source, and additional acid damage when someone hits us or when we hit enemies on the next turns from noxious fumes from these gloves. So basically now we just attack and make our enemies stink. If you miss, use reckless attack and you will definitely hit at least once and won't become mad. Also never forget to use dash before the fight, this will give you a lot of additional hit points. And then we just run around and take opportunity attacks from enemies. This will make every enemy stink, and when they stink, they basically will do additional damage in the radius around them. And basically most fun stuff that enemies, when they hit you even with critical strikes in Act 3, will take more damage than you take. And with low armor class, enemies will most likely target us. Again, on the every turn we get enough movement speed to just pop click heals, for example, with bonus action, and to run around, go to every enemy on the battlefield and provoke opportunity attacks. Then get back and heal ourselves with main event attacks. That's just insanely insane, and we will be almost always at full health while enemies just stinking and destroying each other. Also, potions in Act 3 is a lot better, and you will heal 50 health in one potion. That's insanely broken tank, but let's finish this build in Act 3. So, leveling is pretty simple. You want to take a feat at level 8 Barbarian, and considering our main resource is our health, the feat we will take is basic ability improvement, and we're taking +2 into Constitution. So, you should have around 20 Constitution right now with 120 health. While continuing our leveling as Barbarian is cool, I like to pick Fighter right now. First of all, we can get Action Surge for more attacks in one single turn if we need a lot more health by attacking. And also next level we picking subclass. It will be Battle Master with Strip attack for basically advantage in our attack rolls, Disarming attack so we will have more utility, and also Fear attack. It's insanely powerful to make our enemies stick in one place. Also, this leveling will give you ability to pick feat as level 4 fighter, and we're going with tough feat. This feat will increase our health even more, and now basically we are just insanely powerful tank. Look at this bro, he's just insane. 200 health on Honor mod without any buffs, +16 from our Stallion Heart. But even this is not it, we can become even more broken right from the start of Act 3. So first of all you want to find a shop. This shop will be over here on the main road, and there will be a Dragon Lady Trader. So, she's selling first part of a set we're looking for. And the set we're looking for is Bone Spike set, so Bone Spike armor is sold by her. Then, when you find your way to the south spawn checkpoint, there will be a nice place where you can just jump downwards or find other way going over here. Basically, you will see a road going down the cliffs right to the beach, so that's where you want to go. And here is a tricky part. You will see a lot of scary stuff, but go straight over there. There will be a fight, but most importantly, don't miss this super secret and unique location. It's almost impossible to see, but when you hover mouse over here or just go nearby, you will see there's a secret passage. That's where lies second part of our set. So go inside the secret passage and there will be another chest over here. So this chest need to be broken, need to be lockpicked or whatever option you want to have. This boost is pretty optional, but really fun to use. And then in Lower City, when you will explore servers, you will find this trader. He can't talk with you, but basically he's selling another part of our set. It will be Bone Spike helmet, really nice and powerful helmet. So, The only optional part is boots, because they give you option to use brutal leap, which is really powerful and fun action, but if you really like to run around the battlefield a lot, pick click heals. Helmet gives us ability to inflict psychic damage when we start raging, and also menacing attack. Every turn we can do this menacing attack and stick targets to the ground basically. While armor gives additional temporary hit points when we rage and also reducing incoming damage we take, therefore making us even more tankier. And also increasing our retaliate damage. We start in a turn and probably we won't be first in initiative, that's why we will lose almost all our initial temporary hit points. But with this set, when we rage, we're basically getting those back, while at the same time inflicting a lot of psychic damage to enemies around us. And now let's see what will happen with our enemy. So we take 3 damage and he dies. So basically right now, if we're being hit for around 11 damage, we actually take only 2, while at the same time inflicting around 10 to 12 to 15 damage. While it's not sounding a lot, actually, because you can run around the battlefield as much as you wish, based on the amount of enemies you will see, you can still do around 100 damage each turn. And with full combination of items, you can also regain your temporary hit points, so basically we got unlimited health pool. And by solely taking damage from 7 enemies in the Act 3 2 times, because I was making opportunity attacks and also taking damage on their turn, I lost only 50 health, which can basically be replaced by 1 potion. That's crazy. And also this nice sword, you will find it in Act 3, it will regain you 1d6 damage on attack. And if you want to use this two-handed sword, make sure to pick Great Weapon Master all in. This will make you even more scarier in the melee range. Stack on potions that will replenish you 60 health, and basically you're unkillable tanky machine, and that's honestly the best tank you can make in Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you enjoyed this video and you will have blast having this tank in your party, but I got more really crazy and fun builds for you. Make sure to watch videos on the screen right now, and see you in the next videos, guys.